We believe, given the number of different sources that have been telling us that there will be a very heightened or increased police presence in Ottawa, we believe it's a credible enough issue that we wanted to do this broadcast. And while it is not time for alarm, it is time to, if you want to support us, if you really want to help out, what I'd like you to do is start thinking about coming to Ottawa. I don't want you to get in your car tonight. I don't want you to start packing tonight, but I want you to start preparing your families or talking to your employers and saying, listen, I really feel that my place is in Ottawa this week. I can't give you a timeline, and I can't promise you that once you get here, it will have been absolutely necessary. But we have concerns. We have concerns that a large number of police will be here, and they are setting up a processing center out in Lansdowne, and we want to make sure that we're prepared. If this does happen, we will be absolutely peaceful. This will not be confrontational. We are cautiously optimistic that that is not going to happen. But if it does, we are prepared, we are confident, and I don't make that as a threat of any kind. I just say that we're really not fazed by it. We've been told that one of the triggers or indicators where we know that they're going to physically move against us and start arresting us is when our media goes down. When all of our telecommunications devices do go down, when we go fully black, the next phase of this will be the public order units will move in on us and start kettling. Okay? If you think back to 2010 in the city of Toronto during the G8, G20 summit, and you think back to the fiasco that transpired at that event, we really don't want to see that happen again. Okay, but from our perspective, we do believe there is a real possibility that arrangements are being made to that effect. Okay? Okay, this is a peaceful protest, but the more of us there are, the better it is for all of us. Okay? So if this is, you know, what's that thing? What is that one point in history that's going to make you move off of your couch and come here and get involved? This is it. If there's a media blackout of everybody that you're connected to with this Freedom Convoy, that's your trigger that you know something is up, and I would encourage you to make arrangements and immediately start heading to Ottawa. We have strength in numbers. We have a team of lawyers that are here to help. We're not fazed by this. We're not intimidated. We're just forward-thinking people because we believe we're going to be here for a long time. Now, some of you may be aware that there was an emergency meeting in the House of Commons this evening, and Justin Trudeau himself alluded to discussions about large number of RCMP officers that they're engaging. We do not get the impression that they are working towards sitting down at a table, which is what we asked for today. We asked to sit at a table and find a peaceful solution to this, a responsible, balanced, safe solution to this. And so far, I'm really disappointed to hear there's been no response from the City of Ottawa other than a cowardly tweet from the mayor passing the buck to the Prime Minister. Political theater. I'm here with all these people behind me and all of you viewing from home, expecting leadership from the people that we sent to this city. When in Canada's history has it ever been good for us as a nation when we have used force against a large population of our public? When? Never. Never. Instead of talking, we have a room booked. 12 o'clock tomorrow. I'll meet with Justin Trudeau and myself. 12 o'clock tomorrow. And the other delegates of this convoy. I'll meet with them. I'm prepared. We are prepared. All of us. Our scientists are prepared. They're dying to get in a room and talk to him. And when I looked at his comments tonight, the Prime Minister of Canada's comments, and I forgive my frustration, but he seems to be a one-trick pony. You know, we want actual, tangible result. But to sit here and to insult Canadians consistently every day, and his constant message is the only way out of this is through a vaccine that nobody wants. Nobody wants this vaccine because they want to be protected from a virus. They're getting inoculated against unemployment. We're here to talk. Let's find a peaceful resolution to this. I want to go home. I want to go home. But I'm not. I'm not going until I'm no longer needed here. And based on all the support that we have from the people of Canada, I have an incredible amount of support and a lot of people that seem to want me here. And I'm not going home until the job is done. Strength in numbers. We got sent here to send a message. The message isn't getting through. He's not getting it. Let's get at a table, for God's sakes. Enough hiding. I'm willing to sit at a table with the Conservatives and the NDP and the Bloc as a coalition. I'll sit with the Governor General. You put us at the table with somebody that actually cares about Canada. I'll talk to any level of government that can actually get a decision done. Okay? Because I can see clearly, we can see clearly, the Liberals don't want to talk to us. We want to talk to them. We will talk to them. They are the official government of Canada. But can you just come and meet us at a table? Please. Okay. With that, Bridget has a few things that she'd like to talk about.
We have a doctor for truck drivers and those that may not be able to get medical help. He is the Providence Healthcare. He is a GP that has lost his position due to COVID mandates, and his name is Jeremiah Hadwin. You can reach him at 1-888-815-1930 or www.providencehealthcenter.com. So for anybody that's looking for a doctor who is also like-minded. We're good?
Yep. Does anybody have any questions?
I have two for you.
Okay.
Right now. First one. So what does it tell you when you request a negotiation and the response essentially that comes is rumors of increased police capacity?
Well, that's a great question because if anybody tuned into the live feed that we had done this morning, we recognize the position that the Chief of Police for Ottawa is in. He has been put in an impossible situation. He cannot deliver, and I've said that this morning. He cannot deliver on what we want. He is being somehow used as a doorstop in not actually helping things progress in the right direction. This action is absolutely irresponsible on the part of the government. But to be clear, the police cannot solve this problem. They can solve this problem with force, right? They can solve this with force. But do they really want to go down in history as a police force that is going to have to now apologize to yet another group 10 years from now? Do they want that as their legacy in the nation's capital? So it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. They just can't solve our problem. We want the politicians. They were elected to solve these problems. That's who we want to talk to.
So my second question is, what would you say to the RCMP and other police officers that we know are watching this?
Yes.
What would you say to those particular officers? So there are guys that
Yeah.
your children play hockey together.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to those officers?
What I would say to those officers is you took an oath, and you've heard that. You've heard that repeatedly for the last 2 years. You've taken an oath. And I think the public in their discontent for the actions of police officers across the world, have used that line enough, but maybe some police just need to keep hearing it again. I would say to the police officers, and I made this officer to an outstanding Ottawa police officer today, I would say, if you're not sure, if you're on the fence, if you don't know what side of history you're on here, I have a team of world-class scientists in this room, and I made the offer. They will sit down quietly, privately, and talk to you. You're getting an opportunity to have an audience with the premier scientist on these vaccine mandates. I'll put any police officer in a room who's just not sure with one of these world-class scientists and let them talk about these issues. Because at the very minimum, I'm pretty sure that informed consent, if you coerce somebody, it's still assault. Okay, and this is what these issues are. So we'd like the police officers who we keep hearing about individual discretion on the street, we'd like to see them start exercising some discretion that doesn't support their mortgage. We want them to support the people they serve. That's what we would like. That's what I would like to say as a police officer. And we have a lot of them within our members. We have a lot of police support. Even active, we have a lot of police support out there, they just can't say anything. And I can tell you, when we went to Coventry last night, there was no eye contact with the police officers there. They were embarrassed by what they were doing. They were embarrassed. I know people, and what I saw was embarrassment.